Morning everyone. Today is the day 7 of the French Revolution. Today we are going to learn the topic, Did Women Have a Revolution? In this topic we will learn about position of women in French society. The second subtopic which we will do today is about the political clubs for women. The third subtopic will be new laws to improve women's life. The fourth subtopic will be voting rights for women. And the last one, we will study about Olympe de Gouges, the life of a revolutionary. We will learn about this woman. So, let's begin our learning. Role of women in French society. From the very beginning, women were active participants in the events which brought about the changes in the French society. They hoped that their involvement would pressurize the revolutionary government to introduce measures to improve their lives. Most women of the third state had to work for their living. They worked as the laundress, seamstress. They used to sell flowers, fruits, and vegetables at the market or were sometimes employed as a domestic servant in the house of the rich people. Most women did not have access to the education or the job training. Only the daughters of the rich people, wealthier merchants, nobles, could study at a convent. After which their families arranged marriage for them. Working women had also to take care of their families. They used to cook, they used to fetch waters, queue up for the bread, and look after their children. The women were not paid wages equal to the men. Their wages was very low compared to the wages of men. We see that in order to discuss and voice their interest, women started their own political clubs and newspapers. About 60 women's clubs came up in different French cities. The Society of Revolutionary and Republican Women was the most famous of them. One of their main demands was that women enjoy the same political rights as men. Women were disappointed that the Constitution of 1791 has reduced them to the passive citizen. They demanded the right to vote, to be elected to the assembly, and to hold political office. Only then they felt would their interest be represented in the new government. So now they wanted to hold the government office and they wanted to hold political office also. So that their voice can be heard by the people, by the government. So let's see what are the new laws that were made in France. After the involvement of the women in the political affairs, many laws were passed to improve the lives of the women. These changes were now the women gained access to the education with the introduction of state schools and a system of compulsory education for girls. Women could no longer be forced into marriage by their fathers. They could marry at their own will. Marriage was now a contract which could be registered under the civil law, and divorce was made legal. Both men and women could apply for it. Now women also got the opportunity to be trained for jobs. They can become artists or run small business. So some rights were given to the women and they became a prominent member of the society. voting rights for women. Women were fighting for their voting rights. So, what do we see? During the reign of a terror, the government ordered the closure of women's club and banned their political activities. Many prominent women were arrested and number of them were executed. Women's struggle for voting rights and equal political rights were carried on through an international suffrage movement during the late 19th and the early 20th century. The example of the political activities of French women during the revolutionary years was kept alive as an inspiring memory during this suffrage movement. Finally, in 1946, French women won the right to vote, few years ahead of Indian women getting the right to vote. Now, let's know about a revolutionary woman who has written the Declaration of Women and its citizen in the France. She was known as Olympie de Gouges. Olympie de Gouges was one of the most important politically active women in the revolutionary France. She protested against the Constitution and the Declaration of Rights of Men and Citizens as they excluded women from the basic right that each human being was entitled to. In 1791, she wrote a Declaration of Rights of Women and Citizens, which she addressed to the Queen and the members of the National Assembly, demanding that they act upon it. In 1793, Olympie de Gouges criticized the Jacobins government for forcibly closing women's clubs. She was tried by the National Convention, which charged her with treason soon after she was executed. One of a very famous personality of the French Revolution. Let's do a quick recap what we have done today. Our topic for today was, did women had a revolution? So we try to find out, did they really had a revolution? So while finding it out, we try to see their status in the French society, why the political clubs were made and why they wanted to make the political clubs. Now we have even studied and tried to explore what was the new laws that was made by the government to improve their status, when the voting right was given to them, and who was a prominent revolutionary woman who brought change into the society. We have studied about Olympie de Gouges. So now children, let's do few questions in our answer script in our notebook, and please write the answer for the following 5 questions which are over here. The first question is, why were women disappointed by the Constitution of 1791? The second question is, which law was introduced by the revolutionary government in France to improve the life of women? The third question, list the two prominent revolutionary women of France. Fourth question is, name the most popular political club started by the French women. And your last question, that is question number 5, is, when did women in the France got the right to vote? Do all the questions that is given over here. Be positive, happy learning. See you in the next class.